What's your thoughts on the Central Michigan Northern Illinois game, Steve?
Remember when Central Michigan and was it Oklahoma State? Was that who they played? Really,
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it
Week
was
one.
Oklahoma
Yep.
State. Yeah, right. And they made it a competition, and we were still drinking the cowboy Kool-Aid there,
Hmm.
and they really, I don't know, they impressed me. I'm like, wow, what a great game they played.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. They only lost 58-44 to Oklahoma State at the beginning of the year. But I mean, it was a pretty decent game in itself. Richardson threw for 400 and something yards on that Oklahoma State defense. Yeah, Daniel Richardson, he's a fun quarterback to watch. I mean, that is a quarterback that I'm probably going to pay attention to. I mean, in the entire game, he's thrown for over 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. He got 4 picks, so there are some woes there. But when you look at what he can do against this Northern Illinois defense, who is averaging almost 400 yards per game, giving up and 268 in the air. I mean, there's a chance we could see him throw 300 yards on Wednesday night.
yeah, and I think that when in the MAC, if you have a team where you can exploit their secondary, that's where you start seeing some of the big plays that happen, and that's what makes MACtion so exciting, is because you tend to see a lot of speedy, wideouts, quarterbacks that can run as well as beat you with their arm. So if you've got a leaky secondary, that can be a problem. They tend to have the big, hogs, on the offensive and defensive lines. So you have some of that play. The other great thing that you need to pay attention to is that so many of these guys that end up playing in the MAC have some kind of unique story as to why they didn't go to a Power Five school, where some of them started at a Power Five school and they wanted to come back home, whether it be for family reasons or that, they just found, wow, I'm no longer a big man on campus. I'm going to be a third or fourth stringer my whole career if I stay at a Power Five school. Let's come home, play. They know that there's pro scouts in the stands. They know the games get on TV. Both the local ratings, and regional sports networks have great ratings for MAC games, as well as obviously games going on ESPN and ESPN Plus on the weekends. People watch these games. So listen for the stories. Usually you want to almost zone out when they're talking about stuff like this. There are so many great stories on every roster in the MAC. Listen to those stories because it's going to make you fall in love with MAC football.